Got a bit of downtime this afternoon, quick hour, and wanted to play some PES 2018, so we're just going to keep the Elite League, Master League going. May as well keep it going. World Cup's on just now, but who the fuck wants to watch Iran and Morocco? Not me. So let's see. I don't actually remember where I'm at the moment because I think this is probably the longest I've ever been without playing PES in the last 2 or 3 years. Right, we just signed Leroy Sané for 16 million right on the eve of a game against Man City. That should be interesting. Right, we'll put him straight into the starting lineup. I always find him best in attacking midfield. Let's get Pereira out for Toure. What else we're looking at here? Tierney. Yeah. I think we'll just go with that. Bring Renato Sanchez back in. Right, let's go with that. That'll do. It's funny when you haven't played PES for a while, it goes one of two ways. Either you find that you're out of practice and you get pummeled, or because you haven't played for a while, you're in the zone and you see angles that you don't normally see. That looks like less a kick clash, doesn't it? I'll go with that. Let's go with that. Let's see how we go on.
The warmest of welcomes to you.
I think
we await the
I'm trying to think what my last few results were. I think I'm kind of slipping in the league a little bit.
Sané, his first start here. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, there's a versatility about
squad
him,
number.
and we may see him deployed in 2 or 3 positions, but it'll be interesting to see where he
That's
starts
the
here
last game.
and whether he's an instant hit or not.
Lineups, we can have a look at them now.
He's got a prominent number written all over him. Not the worst starting lineup, that is it? Apart from maybe Fabian Delph. It's not a patch on these fuckers though. Look at that. Fucking Rolls Royce of a team. Just got ridden in about them.
So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this one is pretty easy. It's got
It
to be
also
Aguero.
doesn't help
How
that
do you contain someone with the speed of movement, technical strength, and,
played
finishing abilities that he
FIFA
possesses?
recently,
All
which
I'm
is gonna
saying
make
is that I'm glad it's not me
perhaps a
trying
bit
to stop.
difficult.
Yeah, hard to see
Like
past
double
him.
skill moves
He'll
like
be
that.
looking to
What
put
am I
on a
doing?
show, I'm certain of that.
Oh no!
And that's been levered clear.
Volley.
It's come loose.
Hit that bender.
Good clearance.
Just trying to bend that
Very
right in the
necessary.
corner.
Looks like
And then I
a good
realised that
ball
James
through.
Forrest's only got 1
He's
foot.
picked him out.
Tackle.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're
that
fortunate for the
switched.
quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Switch
Sané.
it. Played.
It's a good run down the right. Where could this
Set.
lead? Now here's the through ball.
Left foot.
Shot a goal!
Oofed.
He's missed another one.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly
close
obvious,
to be
the
fair.
rest of their attacking play is actually quite good. Yeah, early stages, I know, Peter, but there's a show of forward thrust here.
Wee bit of
They're
cuddle in that
oozing
at the minute.
belief.
And it's Keita.
Ah,
Aguero
oh,
with
shit.
a long pass.
it's
Now
weird
here's
that.
the
See the
through
way
ball.
that defender
And the
played the ball
counter
out there.
is
I'm playing
on.
this in the second
Right
highest
through.
difficulty, but every so often
Take
the
by the
AI,
keeper, he's
the AI in
read
this
that
game's really good, but every so
Tony
often
Deville
it just still plays that pass. But Sané, it's so we can go it.
With the ball through. Keita.
Oh,
Keeper goes long. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance.
1-2.
Done very
It's
well
not a
to
1-2.
intervene.
It's not even a pass.
Manchester seek a performance here which reflects rather better on the boss. He's taken a fair amount of criticism in the wake of the last
Got a
game.
ball in.
Looking
Shit.
to shoot!
Oh,
He's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there
Close.
to back up his high-class wage.
Very close.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Battles to win it back.
Let's go run on here. Forrest can do one thing, he can run. Play it wide.
Looks to slip it
Oh,
through.
taking eternity, man. Jesus. Swing it in. Oh, nothing's falling for me right here.
Keita has been found.
Oh, that was nice.
That's
Could've
one
even
way
had
of
that,
trying
I
to
haven't
make
done that
things
one
happen.
before.
There's a few who could follow that example.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Just brushed off the ball there. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. And he's made certain that
Defending.
won't get through. Tony Deville.
It's certainly going the way of having to get back into the swing of it rather than.
Tries a through ball.
It's just the one downside about Poulsen. Sometimes he just does not want to be in the fucking box.
Tony Deville.
And you're like, sorry
Played out
mate,
to
but
the
you're
right.
fucking 10 feet tall.
Big chance! He can pounce on
Oh!
that. He's missed, but not
Trying
by
to be
that
too
far.
cute.
Poulsen did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Good save, to be fair. Have they stuck Bravo back nets? It's either a slight on me or Pep Guardiola's fell on his head. He did sell Sané as well, so he's maybe fell on his
There were
head.
better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up
Sit
here, I
and
know.
go. It's a fucking shambles of a tackle. Where's the free kick in that?
He's made sure that that won't get through.
Do you like that, De Bruyne? Do you like that? That's it.
Can he score?
Ah,
Saved only by poor finishing.
Okay,
absolutely
it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further
humiliated.
threat on the break.
Look at him trying to have a wee nibble because he was annoyed. Otamendi as well, trying to stick up for his wee pal. Big Leroy will take you all on.
That is a poor kick by the keeper, being intercepted.
Right, we need a goal here.
That's a throw. Laporte.
Oh, nearly cut that out.
Yaya Toure. And it's Mondi. Now it's Aguero.
It's
Loose
what?
ball. Who's going to get there?
Mondi.
Aguero really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Couldn't get out. 'Cause that's the way the sun goes.
Sané really has upped his game in recent weeks.
Do you think so?
Well, you only have to look at the confidence in everything he's doing.
And the finish! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Fine
Well,
Toure
you
gets
can't
into
ask
those
for much more
positions a
than
lot.
that. A difficult
He's
moment
really
he
good at
simply
running
had
from
to
the back,
deal with.
not so good at shooting. Unfortunately.
And now they can
Oh,
launch a
what are you
counter.
doing?
Delph.
Right, I need to get a goal here. Man City are
He's
doing
left his man.
shit.
This is quite a run, and he's not
Maybe I
done
shouldn't have
yet.
said that.
Into the box. Timely
Oh, that's a
intervention.
terrible. What kind of defensive header's that? That's a better one. No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, for fuck's sake.
And he's done it!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Oh,
It
players
looked
like
like a
this
good
fella
defensive
almost
header at
have a sixth
first,
sense
and
to get
then
themselves
it
in
turned
such
out to be
great
worse than the
poaching
last one.
positions. How quick-minded was that?
Wee Bernardo with the goal.
Manchester take the lead.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter,
Anyone
before
that's
they
seen
can
some of
actually
my
say that the
earlier
job is
stream,
over.
why do they keep doing two moves at once? Since seen some of my earlier streams in this
Great
Master
strength,
League,
too strong for his
you'll
opponent.
know I
Defenders on the
wasn't
back foot.
expecting to do that well.
Now the pass.
And then for the whole
Good
first
ball
half of
over
the
the
season,
top.
I was pretty
A
much
chance. Wonderful quick
usually
feet.
second, but first. What are you doing?
And he's there to cut it out.
What the fuck is going on? First, second, or third in the league. So it's been going really well, but in the last sort of 6 or 7 games, it's fallen off a cliff. Well up. Right, got to do something here. Oh, that's an absolute shambles of pass.
Good challenge.
Jesus.
And we've reached half-time. There we are. Off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did
I
indeed
guess
come in the
I've
first
dominated
half.
possession.
But there has only been
and
that
shots.
one goal. It is very,
They
very
did one
tight.
shot on target and fucking scored.
Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Right, here we go. Run with it, Baldy.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Cuts it out. Aimed long and direct.
There he is.
Sané.
He's away. Ah,
Defending was physical, no nonsense. And
last
it had
ditch
to be.
tackles. Get into him. Well done. Not well done.
Mondi
Well done.
gets into
Over
some
him.
space. Floats one over. Gets it, and now what?
Not very good. Can do any height in the box?
Next one.
Nope.
Oh, good delivery, almost
Let's
the
go into
perfect
that.
outcome.
Oof, well in.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to
Ah.
pick someone out.
Keeps everyone guessing. And Sané!
Ah,
He's done very well to get to
Sané
that.
sometimes does
Well,
have
what can I say? Truly wonderful
a
goalkeeper.
wicked shot on him, but not for that.
Delph.
Vantage point.
It's Bernardo Silva. Walker. Looking for options.
Oh my god. Defended. Shouldn't be Sané back having to do that though.
Could move up a gear here.
Well done. Keep going, keep going.
Keita.
Brilliant play.
Through. Going for goal!
Yes!
He has done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Go on.
Well, from
Good
right
play
in
from
front of
Baldy.
goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pastor to pick him out.
So a wee bit worried there. Forrest's only got a right peg. I wanted somebody with a left foot bend in that, but
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
all good.
Look, get your
push
seatbelts
on
on
now and get
because
a
this
winner.
is showing all the signs of another roller coaster ride.
Out to the left it goes. Dashing forward
Oh.
at pace. He's got away.
Oh!
The shot's on!
Oh!
In it goes! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well done, Baldy. Just whip your dick out and just fucking let it hit the ground right in front of them.
How's that for a class finish?
That's just clever.
That is
He
money.
made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox
Done.
him by going the other. Very nice.
Done. Done. Do you like that? Now defend like fuck. It's fucking excellent, this game, Baldy.
Manchester look as though they're about to make a change.
Gundogan. Is he on for Turi?
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Anyone for either one of those two.
Keita, now a chance to break. Walker with the challenge, and he
You better not be fucking injured.
And he has shown him a yellow card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort.
That is pure filth, man. Seconds after he scores that goal. Fuck you, Kyle Walker.
Renato Sanchez.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Still well to tidy up the situation.
Nice.
It's Sané.
Switch it.
Plays it out to the wing.
Good run.
In it comes.
Jesus, that's some cross.
Pushes it out wide. There are a few waiting for it.
Oh, yeah.
Goes looking.
Fucking have him.
Now it's Aguero. Looks to slip it through. Bernardo Silva.
Oh shit.
Bernardo Silva!
Shouldn't have hit that for there.
Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
Oh Christ.
Almost
what are you
the
doing?
perfect move.
What are you doing?
The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
That was a let off.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Right, let's see what kind of state Sané's
There's
actually
not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Yes, yes. Need to share
Spot on,
on.
Peter.
Anybody else? That'll do just now. Give it another 5 minutes.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
In fact, no, wait a minute. It was Baldy that got hit. Wasn't it Sané, was it? I must just have shit down.
Tony de Vilhena.
I can see City are starting to press a lot higher up the pitch now, trying to get a goal.
Keita. Well, they tried to walk it in and they come away with nothing.
Something's wrong with this passing at some point.
Decided now is the time to make their final change.
That seems like a strange substitution.
Ottoman.
Aguero off for some random.
Kyle Walker.
Watching fucking bag 2 and 1.
Forward it goes.
Right.
Dashing forward at pace.
Duel. Just burn him. Hit it.
Has a swing at it. Oh, great save. Real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
It so nearly came off for him.
Well, Peter, I think it's fairly obvious. He's one of the biggest influences out there.
Gets his foot in there.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed.
Tackle.
But will they?
Get up.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Sceptical.
Manchester are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real
come
belief
on.
that they can still have a say.
Bernardo Silva. Looks like a good ball through. Gundogan.
Tackle. Right, this is
Keep
Baldy's
calm
last run of the
and carry
game.
on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he can hardly fucking move, look at him. And
Turns
offside.
and goes back.
Pish. Right, get him off, he was
Presumably for offside.
hardly running at all there.
Yeah, a defence that likes to play a high line, and
Bit
they're
better
not
pushing on.
disappointing.
Because he is humped. And we'll get Mr. Dembele on as well.
Here's a change that was in the offing. Last one allowed.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely
Any
nothing
Celtic
wrong
fans
with his
watching, by the
heart
way,
and
French
the effort
Eddie
he
signed
put in. He was
today.
very willing, though, not
It's
quite
like a
able.
signing for next season. Probably almost certainly means that Dembele's leaving, but we've got a good 2 years out of him, so
Well played, he
I'm
saw
alright
that
with that.
coming.
happy to see
De
where he
Bruyne.
goes and how his career progresses.
Played out to the wing. Sterling looking to get on the end of this. Can he finish? Bernardo Silva knocks one in.
Get it.
And he's tried one!
This has
Jesus.
to be a spell
Right, over
of
the
no
top.
fear. They can't leave anything out there.
Tackle.
And it is a narrow lead, but they are
Just
clinging
get him
on to it
taken
right
out.
now. So it is looking now like 12 points from 12. Towering header! Pinged forward.
Well,
No
it remains
losing
to be
to
seen
a
whether they
lead
can
to
come up with that
Bernardo
little bit
Silva
of class to rescue
header.
the
Guy's like
situation.
4 foot
It needs
tall.
to be any time
What a
now, really.
pass. Go on, Forrest. Seal it.
Shoots!
Pish. Oh, what a fucking save that was.
And the ball's come out! Just needed to be better than that, and he knows it.
Oh, slipped.
Got a shot away!
Ooh.
That comes as a mighty relief.
Lured them in there. That's miles away. Lucky Renato.
Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Gundogan. Deep into stoppage time.
That's not the time
Ball's
to be
come
fucking
loose
about like
and
that.
the chase is on.
Get that way.
Intervention was very necessary.
Jesus, some of these clearances have been fucking suspect.
Renato Sanchez.
That's the
And
game.
now they
Straight
can
over the
launch a
top.
counter. Oh, good interception.
Fuck you, Walker.
Delph.
Dirty half and bastard.
Laporte.
Right, that'll do
The
it.
final whistle.
Back on the
What a
winning
match,
side
what a
of things.
comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly
Let's
deserving
check the World
winners.
Cup
Thoughts
scores.
on what we've just seen?
A tame first half when a turnaround wasn't looking good, and an excellent second when they found more than enough to do the job. Great comeback.
Well, thanks for your company, Jim, and a very good day to you.
Just ignoring that phone call, I think. Right, let's get the World Cup score. What have we got so far? 0-0. These are definitely better watching this. I would say. Doesn't look like much of a game. Morocco are all over them, according to the stats, much like I was with Man City. Right. Let's take a look at some of these scores. Bayern didn't draw again, that's pretty decent. Arsenal win. Barca win, unfortunately. One for Chelsea. PSG drew. One for Napoli. Okay. Oh, I'm obviously doing better than I thought. Maybe I thought I was coming off the back of a couple of losses. That must not have been the case. Oh well. Good. Good, good. Right, who's up next? Atletico Madrid. Right, before we start this game, I'm going to take a 2-minute break, phone that individual back, make sure everything's alright, and then we'll get started with the second game. Okay, cool guys, see you in a second. Right, we're back. Let's get a second game going. Right, 5 straight wins. Well, 4 straight wins, one more. I thought I was doing poor in the last episode. I should have probably checked that out before coming into this. Right, so Teixeira's gone. What are we looking at here then? It's still got 18 million. Let's have a quick look at the squad and see if it's worth bringing anyone else in. See, the problem is I've already got guys that aren't really getting a game that would be good. The Hood. I want to still bring Dembele through, although he can come on off the bench now for Sané. In midfield, I've got The Hood, Armstrong, Maitland-Niles. Rogic doesn't really cut it. Maybe one more wide player that could play left or right, because Baldi is awesome, Forrest is good. Then other than that, I've got Bergwijn and Burke, who are very hit and miss. And Roberts just doesn't seem to play well at all. I don't know if he doesn't fit the tactics of the lineup, or I keep trying to find a way to get him to click. In fact, let's get another look at him, because he's got stats that could make him a good player in this. Let's put him in from the start. Oh Christ, these guys are all knackered. Right, Isle's not going to be able to start. Neither is Volhena. Right, well let's just start the hood then. Give the two of them this can be their chance. Let's go with that. Yeah, let's just go with that. See how we're going. Away to Atletico Madrid. It's not exactly the kind of game you want to be fucking about in. Let's go for it.
Very warm welcome to you from the Wanda Metropolitano, this brand new home of Atletico Madrid. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this? Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Koke! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close. Well, the first attempt hasn't quite drawn first blood, but they've got a slight edge.
Renato Sanchez. Sonny. Forward it goes. Possession lost after a spell of purposeless midfield passing. There are a few fans jeering about that. Just brushed off the ball there. Costa, he's away! Dinks one in. Cut out in the nick of time. It's Correa. Shoots! He's missed another one.
They're just lacking the cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Played out to the wing. Shell pass, that's the message there. Now it's Witsel. Atletico Madrid seek a performance here which reflects rather better on the boss. He's taken a fair amount of criticism in the wake of the last game.
Yeah, but he brought the criticism upon himself by making substitutions that didn't really make sense. They added confusion when he really needed cohesion.
And the counter is on. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Pass it over to the other flank. Oh, good interception. Now it's Costa. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Sané plays it out to the flank. He's left his man. Hector gets it away. Renato Sanchez hits one! He's done very well to get to that.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Breaks on here. Tries a through ball. Has he picked him out? He's big chance! Goal! Atletico Madrid!
I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
Atletico Madrid take the lead, 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Poulsen. Tries to get it forward quickly. Crunching tackle. Some astute defending to ensure they got no further. Witsel. And here's the chance to counter. Gets it back, plays it long. Now here's the through ball. Cuts it out. Sané gathers from the goal kick. Okay. Good defending, he knew he had to stop it right there. Coaxed out to the wing. Aimed low and direct. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. He's made sure that that won't get through. Correa set up one goal so far. And it's Veltman. Correa. Costa delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make it.
Xhaka concedes a free kick for that. And he has shown him a yellow card. Renato Sanchez. Chance to shoot. Sané. Can he finish? Back of the net!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, there's a great ebb and flow to this clash, and it's above all expectations for me.
Hector. Koke. Xhaka. It's a loose ball. Xhaka produced a good ball to find into the channel. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Correa looks to dink one in. And it's Witzel. Correa passes it. It's Costa! Looked to surprise the keeper, but missed the target.
Diego Costa might just be regretting what was probably the toughest of his options.
Decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, I think we're all recovering from those last frantic moments which so nearly changed the whole outcome. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
It's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. We are already promptly back underway. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. Going through. And he heaves it forward. Get a throw in. Renato Sanchez. Tries to switch the play. This thrilling, if rather peculiar run of conceding goals, but still somehow avoiding defeat.
Yeah, it's quite a bizarre stretch, actually. Their whole ethos is based on how many goals they can score. It's cavalier and high...
The shot's on! And the ball's come out! Sané. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Godin. Granit Xhaka. Beltman splits it wide. Correa. Oh, diving header! Needed a better pass there. The Dean goes looking. Koke. Looks to slip it through. Vinsol. Koke. Atletico Madrid keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Now it's Costa. Costa plays it out to the wing. What an adventurous run from a defender. And a header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
It so nearly came off for him.
Diego Costa certainly tends to cast his influence, and he's in imposing mood again.
Someone looks like he's in need of protection here.
Yeah, and getting on the score sheet has clearly made him a marked man now.
Shakes the shoots! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, he tried to go it alone, and he wasn't too far away from pulling it off either. Everything was there apart from the finish.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Forward it goes. Well played, he saw that coming. Renato Sanchez looks to clip it forward. Can he put it away? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Oh, surely! It's gone a long way up and away. Tries to get it forward quickly. Costa with the ball through. Going through. Looks like a good ball. In with a header! Goal! Atletico Madrid! And again they hit the front. Great header, made it look easy.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Atletico Madrid take the lead. Sané. Long and high towards the flank. Out for a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Battles to win it back. That intervention was very necessary.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. There could be trouble here. And for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. So, the manager making the last of his changes. And it's Diego Costa. Surely going for goal! And that would have been game, set and match.
Griezmann getting all the congratulations, and rightly so. Going 2 down would have really hurt. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Aimed long and direct. And the finish! Should have been the equaliser.
Ah, that's a great response, though, and it's a statement declaring that they're not done with this yet.
Away from immediate danger.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Looking to break out here. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. It's come loose.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Out again for a throw-in. Joel Veltman. Correa goes looking. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Tries to dink it in. Surely he scored. He'll have a dip. Same again, same outcome. Atletico Madrid making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Granit Xhaka. Costa. Witsel. So what's he planning here?
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Renato Sanchez. Loose ball, who's going to get there?
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Whipped in. And that's been levered clear. Forward it goes. Out to the left it goes. Witsel looking to get on the end of this. He's left his man. It's a loose ball. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Goes for goal! No, not this time.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone. Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
And that is that. It has ended in disappointment, defeat, and back to the drawing board. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Listen, despite the loss, they have to take something from this. I think the coach will have seen things he needs to work on, so I'm sure they have a lot of sorting out to do before the next game, and they can get there.
Just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin for joining us and to wish you a very good day.